Law enforcement require the latest equipment and technology to perform their critical duties at the highest level. The National Best Looking Cruiser contest is underway, and we need your vote.
Yes, we do. Cars from all over the country are participating in the contest, including Maryland and Delaware State Police. Here to discuss more, this is Master Corporal Lewis Briggs. Thank you so much for coming in, representing the Delaware State Police.
Good afternoon.
Good to have you, sir. So, how did the idea for this event come around?
Each year, the American Association of State Troopers hosts a contest, a Best Looking Cruiser contest. And through that contest, nationwide voting, they select 13 top votes, and they actually make the annual calendar that will come out in 2025.
So, in your opinion, what has made the previous winners' cruisers stand out?
Well, as we were talking about earlier, it's the background and the graphics. That none of the photos are photoshopped. They're all pictures, and they've been adjusted. And but two that stick out to me are the Florida Highway Patrol. Last year they had an alligator in front of their cruiser, and then the state of Georgia. I think it was a couple years ago. They had two of their cars, and they actually had the World Series trophy and the college football national championship trophy in front of their cars. So they. The state of Georgia had some solid bragging rights.
So they had props, in other words.
They did.
That's cheating, isn't it?
I guess not.
Okay.
I don't know.
Not when you win a World Series and a national
football
football
championship.
That's
You're
true.
right.
That's
Sure.
true.
So what has Delaware got?
Well, this year we have our 2024 models now have a diamond, a retro diamond, of which we had back in the 40s.
Of the logo? The
logo. So on the side of the cruiser, it's got the diamonds. It's Delaware State Police with the state seal in between. And then the wings on the front that say State Police, and the same on the back. And then on the rear bumper, there's some chevrons for safety. Right. And then a different style of State Trooper written on the side of the car.
Okay, so this is a popular vote thing. How does the voting work?
Correct. So you can go to statetroopers.org, and as soon as you go to that website, it pops up with the survey, and you can click the survey and select Delaware State Police, and vote for Delaware State Police.
All right. Can you vote more than once?
If you would like.
Oh. And
I don't know if you're allowed to, but you could
Great
try.
way to find out,
You
right?
encourage it.
What would this inclusion in the calendar mean to the Delaware State Police?
Well, it would be a follow-up for us to our centennial celebration that we had last year in 2023. Last year we had 8 or 9 retro-style vehicles from the origin of the state police all the way up through the 80s, and we started with our current design, or our design that we had in 23. We've had that design since the early 90s.
Yeah.
So we've gone almost 30 years with the same design. But this would be something, follow-up on what we celebrated last year with our citizens in the state of Delaware.
And we were talking before the cameras started about, this is something that state troopers kind of have fun with, right? You guys are kind of ribbing each other.
Yes, as we were talking about earlier, you can go to another agency's social media page, whether it's Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, or whatever, and you can see the comments that are coming from that agency to another agency, bragging about how many votes they've got, or you're too far behind. All that kind of
You don't get
stuff.
that opportunity to do something like that in
not
your line of work, do you?
No, not too often, but when it's a little friendly competition.
Yeah.
So how long is the voting open?
Voting is open until July 29th.
Okay.
That's next week.
That is.
All right. So get out there, vote. What do you say?
Vote early, vote often.
What he said. Master Corporal Lewis Briggs, thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
in, and good
Thanks
luck.
for having me.
And thank you for everything that you do.
Absolutely.
And thank you for what you do.
Please
Thank you.
stay safe.